Good morning, kids! Welcome to our English 4, Quarter 4, Week 7 lesson. Last week, you've learned about the different types of journalistic writing. We have the news report, the opinion article, the feature article, and the sports news article. And you've also learned that journalistic writing is a style of writing used to provide information to people in the form of news, opinion, feature, and sports. So, this time, before we proceed with our lesson, let us first have a recap of what is it all about. Okay? So, let's do this. So, in each item, you are going to identify the different types of journalistic writing. Okay, so you're going to choose the letter of your answer. So number 1, to what does journalistic writing rely on? A. Facts and evidence. B. Propaganda. C. Action plan. D. Emotional appeal. And the answer is yes, it's facts and evidence. Okay, so let's do number 2. What type of journalistic writing aims to entertain rather than to inform? A. Opinion article. B. Sports news article. C. News report. D. Feature article. So what's the correct answer? Okay, it's the feature article. For number 3, what type of article features the latest happenings in game event? A. News report. B. Feature article. C. Sports news article. D. Opinion article. So what is it? Yes, it's letter C. Sports news article. Okay? For the fourth question, how do you know if the article is a news report? The article consists of counterfeit information of the article. The article attempts to deliver an out-of-context information. The article contains relevant facts and information about the issues. And letter D, the article informs the reader about what writer knows and what his or her opinion about it. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C. So, an article should contain relevant facts and information about the issues. Okay? And the last question, what article contains views regarding current issues in the society? A. News report article. B. Opinion. C. Feature. D. Sports news article. So, what's the correct answer? Letter B, it's an opinion. When you give your opinion about a certain issue, then that's certainly an opinion article. So you have learned so much about the types of journalistic writing. So this time you will be writing a news report using given facts. Okay, so at the end of this lesson, you are expected to write a news report using the given facts. Realize that writing news report can increase your self-confidence. So your daily newspaper provides you an information on many topics in a variety of ways. So when we say news report class, it is similar to news article. So it contains basic facts of a story that is currently happening or that just happened. Okay, so today you will learn how to write a news story. Okay? So we have here the 5 W's and the H. Okay? So a good news report should be able to answer the WH questions. So what are our WH questions? We have the what, the where, the why, the when, the who, and how. For example, if you were writing news report about a new ops, in an online game, you will need to answer questions like, what is it? Is it the first of its kind? So who created it? Who else is involved? Who will maintain it or who will use it? Where is it based? Are there any other partner based anywhere else? Where will the users come from? When is it released? How long have been they preparing? Why has it been created? So what's the purpose, right? What is it need for it? So how does it fit to the bigger picture of other resources? How can people start to make use of it? How does it fill a gap in the market? How will it affect the science people are doing? Okay, so you have to answer the 5 W's and H in order to make a good news report. Okay? So, aside from the W, H questions and H, we also have the inverted pyramid. Okay, you can just choose between the two. So, for the inverted pyramid, a rater puts the most important facts at the beginning and works down from there. Okay, so preferably the first paragraph should contain enough information to give a reader a good overview of the entire story. So from the beginning, you should already be able to capture your audience attention for them to continue reading your story. So news report is written in the inverted pyramid style. Four of the essential 5 W's elements usually are contained in the lead paragraph of the news article. And then, supporting information follows. So, let us look at the example here. So, we have here an inverted pyramid style story, news story. So, on top is the headline, the title. Lucena tops the most livable city in the Philippines according to a 2020 study. Okay, so below the headline, we have the lead or the primary or main lead. So there it contains the 5 W's. Lucena City is the number one most livable city overall national level among the highly urbanized cities in our country. And the next paragraph, as you can see, is the secondary or the support lead. The third paragraph, the details or particulars. And the last one is the background. So that's how you're going to write an inverted pyramid style of a news story. Okay? So let us try this one. Okay, now read the news report. You write the correct who, what, where, and how questions in the box. Okay, the title is Two Pupils Receive Awards. Ano Gonzaga and Grace Ramos, both grade 4 pupils of Tandang Sora Elementary School, were awarded gold medalists for their honesty during the celebration of Buwan ng Wika. The said pupils returned a bag containing 10,000 pesos, a cell phone, and other valuable items to the principal's office. The bag, owned by an American tourist, Golda Prince, was left at the canteen when her group visited the school. The children found the bag and immediately brought it to the principal to help them find the owner. Miss Prince was very happy that her bag was returned and praised the children for their honesty. Okay, let's look at the first underlined words. We have Ana Gonzaga and Grace Ramos. So, what WH question should be put in the box? Okay, so the underlined words answers the question. Oh, okay. So, we also have the Tandang Sora Elementary School. So, what's that? It answers the question, where? Okay. For awarded gold medalists for their honesty, it answers the question, what? Okay. What about the celebration of the Buwan ng Wika? What WH question should we put here? It's the when. Okay, when was it awarded? So, during the celebration of Buwan ng Wika. And we also have the number 4 and 5. Okay, so as you can see, it's the supporting details. That is the why. Okay, why were they awarded? That is because they returned the bag containing 10,000 pesos. So that's it. So you will be able to tell that a news report is a good news report when you were able to give the answers to the questions who, what, where, when, and how in the news story. Okay? So let's have learning task number 1. For this task, you're going to write a news report based on the following facts using the inverted pyramid structure. Let us first read the facts. The plane was going to Cebu on a test flight. Mayor Richard Datu, who rushed to the crash site, found the pilot, Rene Lu, and his passenger Lito Go, both safe despite the plane's damage. A two-seater plane with pilot Rene Lu, passenger Lito Go, crashed into a rice field at Barangay Kaditaan on July 15. Lu said the plane's engine stopped 30 minutes after it took off at Legazpi Airport. Plane crashes in Cebu, no one hurt. Okay? You will be given at least 10 minutes to do this task. Okay? Go. Okay, so let's check your answer. So as I have said a while ago, you should write the news report using the inverted pyramid structure. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so on top is the title, Plane Crashes in Cebu, No One Hurt. And the primary lead answers the WH questions who, what, where, and when. Below the primary lead is the details or the particulars. Okay, so we have there a two-seater plane with pilot Rene Lu and passenger Lito Go crashed in a rice field at Barangay Kaditaan on July 15. Lu said the plane's engine stopped 30 minutes after it took off at Legazpi Airport. The plane was going to Cebu City on a test flight. Mayor Richard Datu, who rushed to the crash site, found the pilot. Rene Lu and his passenger Lito Go both were safe despite the plane's damage. So that's it. I hope you guys got it correctly. Okay? So let's move on to learning task number 2. So in this task, you're going to write a news report using the given facts also. Okay, so to complete our organizer here. So let's look first at the given facts. Okay, let's read it. Evacuation is advised to those in the danger zones because of possible floods and landslides due to the amount of water Typhoon Pablo is set to release. A powerful typhoon will enter the Philippine area of responsibility on Monday, June 15. Classes from preschool to secondary levels will be suspended in all affected areas. Alert is up for all those living in rivers and coastal areas. And Tuesday evening, according to Pagasa, Typhoon Pablo is a signal number 2 typhoon. Okay, so you will be given another 10 minutes to do learning task number 2. Go. Okay, let's check your answer. For the who answer, we have the, okay, so those who are living near the coastal areas. So the news is for those who are living the coastal areas. And what? Typhoon Pablo, a signal number 2 typhoon, will enter the Philippine area of responsibility on Monday, June 15. So evacuation is advised. Where? Danger zones, rivers, and coastal areas. When? Tuesday evening. And why? Possible floods and landslides due to the amount of water Typhoon Pablo is set to release. That's it. So when writing a news report, kids, as I've mentioned a while ago, you have to include the facts, given facts, the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and how of the news report for it to be complete. For learning task number 3, you're going to use the facts given, okay, the one that is flashed on the screen, to write a news report about a given headline. So our headline is, DepEd Brigada Eskwela needs involvement of community. And the given facts are, 1. Everyone in the school community actively participated. Positive outcomes were derived from the project. DepEd said donations may include construction materials such as hollow blocks, cement paint, and tools for repair of schools through the Adapt a School program. DepEd added that school supplies for learners, teachers, and health and hygiene kits may also be donated. We also have DepEd said communities and stakeholders have an important role in the preparation of schools, so the department also encourages in-kind donations instead of cash. DepEd said Brigada Eskwela kicks off on May 29 at the New Society High School in General Santos City with the theme Pagkakaisa para sa handa, ligtas at matatag na paaralan tungo sa magandang kinabukasan. In Brigada, bayanihan is very much alive through helping hands and unrelenting commitment to serve and improve the quality of education, DepEd Secretary Briones said in a statement on Friday. So, and the last fact given is, with the new school year with just a few weeks away, the Department of Education, along with the different organizations and stakeholders from both the public and private sectors, are gearing up for the nationwide Brigada Eskwela. So, with these given facts, you are to write another news report. Okay? So, you have to follow this one. For paragraph 1, you have to include the what, the who, the when, the where. What event took place? Who was involved? When, where the event took place. So, that should be in paragraph 1. Okay? For paragraph 2, you give the supporting details, and paragraph 3, another supporting details. So, your news report should have at least 3 paragraphs containing the following that is written on the screen. So, the what, the who, the when, the where for paragraph 1. For paragraph 2, the supporting details, and for paragraph 3, the also another supporting details. Okay, we have there the headline. Okay, you will be given 10 minutes to do the task. Go! Okay, so let's check your answer. So, on top is the headline, DepEd Brigada Eskwela needs involvement of community. For the first paragraph, we have here the what, the who, the when, where of the event. Okay? So with the new school year just a few weeks away, the Department of Education along with the different organizations and stakeholders from both public and private sectors are gearing up for the nationwide Brigada Eskwela. DepEd said Brigada Eskwela kicks off on May 29 at the new Society High School in General Santos City with the team Pagkakaisa para sa handa, ligtas at matatag na paaralan tungo sa mga magandang kinabukasan. Per paragraph 2, we have the supporting details. DepEd said communities and stakeholders have an important role in the preparation of schools. The department also encourages in-kind donations instead of cash. Donations may include construction materials such as hollow blocks, cement, paint, and tools for repair of schools through the Adapt a School program. For paragraph 3, DepEd added the school supplies for learners, teachers, and health and hygiene kits. They also be included. Everyone in the school community actively participated. Positive outcomes were derived from the project. In Brigada Eskwela Bayanihan is very much alive to the helping hands and unrelenting commitment to serve and improve the quality of education, DepEd Secretary Brones said in a statement on Friday. So that's the answer. Okay, I hope you got the same answer as I have flashed on the screen. Okay? Now let's have the learning task 4. For this task, you are to arrange the facts. Okay, we have A, B, C, D here to form a news report. Then you're going to write your answer in a paragraph form. Okay, so we have letter A. Teacher induction program is a training given to newly hired teachers. One of its purposes is to let them understand their roles and responsibilities. B. The Division of Solera, through the leadership of the Superintendent Melanie Rojas, conducted the teacher induction program to newly hired teachers at Liza's Resort, Zamboanga, Sibugay on July 2 to 4 this year. Letter C. Education program supervisors who were trained on TIP were facilitators. And letter D. Division of Solera conducts teacher induction program to newly hired teachers. Okay, so we also have here a rubric in writing the news reports with the given facts. Okay, you will be given 5 points if your news report is well organized, with clearly stated ideas and in order with no error. 4 points if your news report is well organized, with clearly stated ideas and in order with one minor error. 3 points if the news report is well organized with clearly stated ideas and in order with 2 or more errors, and 2 points if the news report is poorly organized, and 1 point if the news report is disorganized and cannot be read. Okay? So, you have 5 minutes to do this. Go! Okay, let's have the answer. Okay, so Division of Solera conducts teacher induction program to 320 newly hired teachers. So that's the headline. Okay, the title. And then the Division of Solera, through the leadership of the Superintendent Dr. Melanie Rojas, conducted the teacher induction program to newly hired teachers at Liza's Resort, Zamboanga, Sibugay on July 2 to 4 this year. So as you can see, in the lead, we already have the answers for the who, what, where, and when of the news report. For the second paragraph, we have there the supporting details. Teacher induction program is a training given to newly hired teachers. Why? One of its purposes is to let them understand their roles and responsibilities. Okay. Education program supervisors who were trained on TIP were facilitators. Okay. So I hope you guys got 5 points here. You will be given 5 points, of course, if it is well organized with clearly stated ideas and in order with no error. Okay? And we also have the learning task number 5. For learning task 5, you're going to write a news report in a paragraph form using the given facts. We have the community pantry, community, early month of May, response to hunger, and barrios and barangays. Of course, you have to include the 5 WH elements, okay, of a news report. We have the who, what, where, when, and why of the news report. Okay? Of course, you will be doing this for 10 minutes to complete the paragraph. Go! Okay, time's up, kids. You will send me your answers via Messenger. I will give you my feedback as soon as I receive your answers after checking. Okay? Thank you. For the assimilation part, kids, you are to write the missing words to sum up what you have learned in this lesson. Okay? So, let's do this orally. Start with a good lead when writing. When writing what? When writing a news report. Okay? This report is written in blank. 4 of the 5 essential elements are usually contained in the lead paragraph of the news article. Supporting information follows. What is that? Okay, inverted pyramid style. Okay? A good news report should be able to answer the questions: who, what, where, when, and why or how. Okay? So, very good. And this time, we will do the last part. Okay? The last learning task or the assessment part of this lesson. So, you are to analyze the data given. Okay, we have the province or HUC here, the cases, the deaths, the recovery, and the active. So, you write a news report in a paragraph form using the data on recent COVID-19 update. Okay, use the rubric under the learning task 5 I have given you a while ago. Okay, to do this. Okay, you will be given 10 minutes, another 10 minutes for this activity. Go. time's up. You'll send your answers to me via Messenger, and I'll be sending you my feedback about this activity. Okay? This time, you will communicate your personal assessment as indicated in the learner's assessment card. So, this is the personal assessment on learner's level of performance. So, using the symbols, you have to choose which one best describes your experience in working on each given task. Okay? You have to draw it in the column for level of performance. So, star, if you were able to do or perform the task without any difficulty, the task helped you in understanding the target content or lesson. Check, if you were able to do or perform the task, it was quite challenging, but it still helped you in understanding the target lesson or content. And question mark, if you were not able to do or perform the task, it was extremely difficult for you and you need additional enrichment activities to be able to do or perform the task. And as you can see, we have here the learning task 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5, and then the assimilation and assessment. We're just going to draw it there. Okay? Thank you so much, kids. I hope you learned something for today. Goodbye!